Hey guys, how's it going? This is Patrick with Emerald City Traders. I wanted to go over a trade review with you on Tesla. Today we entered short, and I wanted to go over that trade. It's basically the same thing as the last time we went short on Tesla, one of the last times. Back here in February is the same kind of concept. We waited for a reversal candle after a huge run up. We waited for the reversal candle, and then we simply let price retrace back up that reversal candle, and then we went short. I don't know the exact day on that we actually went short, and we definitely didn't hold it all the way down to the March lows. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the 1 hour chart. And so what we can see is we see a several day run up in Tesla. Ever since we broke out of that 1,000 range, you can see price trading underneath 1,000, getting ready to make a move. It finally made that move, traded sideways, and then it just took off. And so what we want to look at here is determining at what price do we decide to enter a short trade, because I see a lot of traders out there, they'll see a huge run up like this and they'll automatically think, well, it's got to pull back some. It's got to come back at least 50% or 20%. And then it's going to make another move, and then it's going to come back at least 30% of that move, and then it's going to run up again. And if it does, I'm going to add to my short position that I entered short down here, and it becomes this frustrating pattern of it's unbelievable. I can't believe it. So I'm just going to keep adding to my position until I'm right in the trade. And so that's a really good way to lose a lot of money. And it's kind of, I'm only saying that half jokingly because I know all too well what that feeling is like. I definitely have been there. So what I want to talk about is what we do to wait for that actual reversal candle. And so this morning I did a post in the trading group. We talked about Tesla yesterday, waiting for the reversal candle. I'm waiting for the hourly reversal, and pre-market did provide that reversal candle. And I said I entered short, risk to reward, worth the trade. Day trading for now, seeing if it will develop into a swing. It did not develop into a swing. I want to talk about the stop loss here at 1427. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the chart here, and I'll show you exactly what candle I'm talking about that provided the clue that there was going to be a trend change. This is the reversal candle. Okay. The high of that candle is 1427, I believe. Let me go back here. Well, the high of this candle is 1427.90. My stop loss is 1427. And the first thing that you have to kind of ask yourself is, why would my stop loss be the same exact price or a little bit less than what I'm trading against? And that's this candle. For me, it was a matter of, this is Tesla. If price finds itself up in this area and takes out my stop loss and starts closing above my stop loss, I don't want to be in the trade anymore. We're most likely going to 1500, and that would be really painful. So what I did is I chose the high of this candle. I made that the stop loss. Okay. And so now what I want to talk about is actually going in and placing the trade. So I'm using the hourly chart to look for my reversal candle, because to me, a reversal candle on anything less than an hourly chart, I don't consider these reversal candles. I don't consider these or any of these. This is a reversal candle, telling me that the several few hours after that candle are most likely to be to the downside. Could be to the downside, not always. So what I want to do is I want to go to a 10-minute chart, because this is where I actually started doing the trades. And let's see here. Okay. So we can see here, let me try to zoom in. I'll try to fix this a little bit here. Oops. Okay, so what we can see here is that, um, here's our stop loss up in this area, 1427. And so price actually did come in and take out the stop loss, but I want to talk about that for a second. So we see this trading sideways all the way till market open. And so what I did is I saw the down move, and then I saw trading sideways. Okay, usually resulting in another down move, which it ended up being, but we'll get back to that. So right when the market opened, we were at a price that I felt comfortable that I could go ahead and enter my first short position and then see what develops. So price opens, immediately starts trading to the north side. And what I did is I took a look around the market and I saw what the rest of the markets were doing, to try to help judge, like, is this a pump fake and we're going to see downward pressure, or is this the real deal? Now the QQQ was also trading up, and so I looked at the Qs. This almost the same pattern, like it was kind of developing the same pattern. But looking around the market was looking a little bit weak. So what I decided is that instead of, um, you know, getting ready to pull the trigger on my stop loss as we're getting closer to that price, what I did is I entered my second short trade. I doubled down, and knowing full well that I could completely be wrong, but the risk reward is worth it. This was my support area, and so what I did is I said, you know what, let's take this trade. The reason why I actually wasn't stopped out of this trade is because there wasn't a 10-minute candle close above my stop loss. I'm trading on a 10-minute chart. And a lot of traders seem to have this concept of, right when price crosses through their stop loss, they need to sell it. Now, that can be true. If I was on the daily chart, using the daily chart, and I tried to swing trade this, um, we could be up at 15, 16, $1,700 before the day's over. So I wasn't willing to do that. I'm going down to an hourly chart, and I'm actually going to go down to a 10-minute chart, and that's where I like to do my day trades. So what I did is I said a 10-minute close above this candle, above my stop loss, then I'm out of the trade. And that way I'm only risking 10 minutes to the upside. Okay? I hope that makes a little bit of sense. So stop loss wasn't triggered. Um, we fall the first 10 minutes of the day. We closed pretty low, giving me signs that we could still continue to see either consolidation or a move to the downside. We did see consolidation on the next candle. It's this green one that retraced almost half of the first red candle. And then immediately bearish action all the way down, closes at the low of the day, giving me even further evidence that we're going to see another 10 minutes to the downside, which we did. We saw another retracement back up. Okay, and then we let it fall all the way back down. I chose this exit area because the day before, let me try to zoom out here, get rid of my lines. The day before, we saw price shoot up. This price area right here acted as resistance. It traded sideways, pulled back, found support, and then broke out, back tested, and then continued higher. So to me, this was a solid area of prior resistance. It's not to the penny, and it doesn't need to be, but the price area over here is the same kind of concept. And so what I decided is that on a closer look at it, price started finding pretty good support there. So what I did is I took half off the table. Okay. What I did is I took half off the table down here at the support area. Now price immediately starts taking off to the upside. To me, this second candle in this green candle is another sign of a reversal candle. It closed well above the high of this red body. Not fully above the high. In fact, it didn't close above the high of the red candle, but it closed above the body. And then when it made a higher low, that told me that, you know what, I'm probably going to get stopped out of the rest of the position. Let me find a stop loss for the remainder. So what I did is I chose the next candle that was that told me, if price starts closing above this area, which was this red candle right here, if price starts closing above that candle, I know that I'm most likely going to be wrong in this trade. So I stopped myself out of the rest of the position at this price. And you can see we kind of chopped around after that and pulled back through and went back up above it. So there's no telling what's going to happen tomorrow. I'm not willing to hold that position. Plus the options I was trading were Friday's expirations, which I usually won't do, but with day trading, I think it is okay, depending on your money management and the kind of risk that you can tolerate. So this was really the trade I wanted to get into, and I wanted to really go over with people because I see a lot of traders have kind of a thing on, um, you know, when to short, and at what price am I willing to know that, you know what, I'm not right in this trade, I'm wrong in the trade, I need to get out of the way. because it can become very painful. And in the end, even if we are right some of the time, what we're doing by taking trades like that, just because I short things at a high price, and let's say I was right here and I made a lot of money, I then just taught myself that that's how you trade. Okay, and it happens over and over again. You might be right 4 times through here, but I can guarantee you one thing: if you continue this kind of trading, eventually it's going to hurt. Okay, to me the proper way, and so far it has worked, was waiting for that actual candle. Okay, let the trade take the time to work itself out. If price never comes back up to a price zone that you're willing to short it at, or the same thing works on the way up. So here's the retracement candle. Price goes up, pulls back, and here's a zone of a higher low that we could actually purchase the stock at. If you're not willing to wait that time period that it takes for the trades to play out, I'm not sure. To me, it's either choose a different time frame, do what you need to do to set yourself up with better success in that arena. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good day tomorrow trading and the rest of the week. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions about this trade or any other trades we're posting on Emerald City Traders. Talk to you guys soon.